Good morning. This
Morning.
morning we are chatting a little bit with Miss Debbie Antoine. She is the Accountant General. She in charge of all the money in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and is accountable for it too. Yes, so at this time we're going to chat a little bit about the digital transformation project and the aspect that you have some involvement with. And we have seen the trial period, which is still ongoing with the point of sales and the online payments for various departments that deal with money basically for the government. How is the system working for you? And maybe you could tell us a bit about how your staff is buying into this and if it has made the collection so far from those departments that are using the various aspects of the system more efficient.
Okay. To start off, I just want to say that the Accountant General's office, the Accountant General is responsible for oversight of all receipts and banking of government revenue. So even if we were not going to use the point of sale, we are ultimately responsible for the revenue of the government. So it's our responsibility to make sure that any money is collected on behalf of the government is banked or brought to the treasury and we have accounted for it. As you know, prior there was only a cash system. We only collected cash. I mean, and in this day and age, I think we may be the only Windward Island who was behind in the use of point of sale and in e-commerce for revenue collection. So last year, the digital transformation project, we started with the point of sale and we started with a trial in 4 departments, or 3 departments, Inland Revenue, Customs, SIPO. It took off slowly, but I think now that more and more persons are aware of it, the use is building and we are seeing an increase in revenue collection through point of sales. Inland Revenue so far have been the department with the major collection through point of sale, and I think it's more because there's a better buy-in from management and staff of Inland Revenue and SIPO. We're still having a few little issues with customs, and I think that maybe the management of the project maybe needs to have some sort of awareness or discussion with management of customs so as to have a better buy-in from the employees of customs. We're getting some resistance. If it's not working, they're not calling to report it. They prefer just not using it. So I think there's need for us to have some work done with customs in terms of it. It's our job also to provide some efficiency to for our customers. I mean, we want to make doing business with the government easier. I can't be coming to pay money to the government and have to wait hours in line and things like that. So in place of all that, that is where we came in with the point of sale, because there's still persons who want to come. They don't want to pay online. We still don't have the culture of doing things fully online. So some people still want to come. So the point of sale is for those persons. And then we're having the e-commerce now so that persons could pay online. We have lots of customers outside of St. Vincent, the diaspora, who wants to pay their mostly land and house tax. So we get lots of calls, lots of emails from these persons asking, how can I wire money to the government for my land and house tax and all that? And to me, that's a costly exercise for them because they have to pay to wire it. When it gets to St. Vincent, the bank withdraws a fee from it. We have had situations where somebody wire money to our account for the land and house tax. The land and house tax is $10. They had to pay to wire it from up there. But then when it comes here, the bank takes $50 from it. So by the time it gets here, there's no money to pay the land and house tax because there's a cost associated with it.
Yeah.
So the e-commerce will surely assist those. I think at this time we just need to, once we have it fully up and operational, we need to have maybe the missions and the embassies that we have in all the various countries to put it out there, advertise it so that they will know that it's there, and there's an easier way now to pay their land and house tax.
So it's really going to help people,
Yes.
not just in St. Vincent, abroad, and
also,
it's going to help
yes.
you tremendously with the collection of revenue.
Right. Well, there's a cost for everything, but I mean, to facilitate ease of doing business, sometimes we have to incur some costs, because the government now will lose some of that revenue because we have to pay. There are charges associated with accepting the debit and credit card,
the service
and
charge.
government have to suffer, have to take that aspect of it. We cannot pass it on to the consumer.
But what the government may gain might be more than they lose.
Well, we are hoping that in the long run, that more people who are defaulting currently, because it's easier now to make these payments, that they would be making payments more regularly. So will there be a decrease in the amount that is outstanding in our arrears, like for land and house tax and things like that.
Yeah, and you know, there are some people who they want to invest, they want to do things, and the thought of having to stand up so long in a line to pay. Sometimes you're so busy and you have to come for like an hour or two and waste all that time just to pay a little money. You know, and you have different windows to go to. You have to come here, pay this, go there, pay the next. And when it goes online, they could just do one thing.
And for the point of sale, we just started with those three ministries. The treasury will be coming online soon. We're waiting on the bank to do training, because we haven't had training yet. And eventually we're hoping to move out to various revenue collecting agencies, immigration, registry, places like that.
Okay.
So hopefully early next year we will have many more departments online in terms of point of sale. And also I know you would have spoken to Winston, and he would have the e-commerce aspect of it, because they are working on several different things to do with the e-commerce, so that national security, if you're applying for a work permit, residency, all those things can be done online, could be paid online before you get to St. Vincent.
Okay. Does it help you? How does it help you with the transparency, the accountability, seeing that when this is all properly set up, all departments are on board, nobody has to physically bring money to the bank or to the treasury, but you just go online, you click, and everything, wherever it is transacted, it comes to you.
Right. It comes directly
to you.
Our account, which eliminates the volume of cash we have in departments. And you know, where you have cash, there could be other issues. So some of those issues will be eliminated, and we're hoping that eventually most people will pay by point of sale or e-commerce, and we will greatly reduce. There's a risk too. We have to travel with money to the bank to deposit, even though we have police security. Things could still happen. So the reduction in the amount of cash we have to move around will make it more efficient for us also. Eliminate some risks that we don't want to think about.
Okay. So should I take it that you are fully on board with the government's plan or with this project to digitize and move everything basically from paper online?
Yes, because we at the Treasury also, besides the point of sale and e-commerce, we at the Treasury have implemented other things to reduce the amount of paper we have. Previously, departments will enter their stuff on the system and they will send all the invoices to the Treasury. Now we have eliminated that. They would scan the invoices on the system, so when my approval goes there, they no longer need to look at a physical paper invoice. It's on the system there. So we have our salary slips now online. So we eliminated the cost of printing all these salary slips, printing all these reports to send to departments and to financial institutions. We now send them email, and for the salary slips, our employees could go online and access their salary slip. They could print them, look at them, download them, save them. So you no longer have that paper. We don't have to be sending out and everybody coming, oh, I am assigned somewhere else, so I didn't get my salary slip. We get that so much. So that eliminated that
Yeah.
process altogether. Our financial institutions, we had to be sending all these big reports to them with the list of persons and the amounts that's coming to their account. Now all that is electronic. And then we
Wonderful.
also have we have our where we're trying to reduce the amount of checks that we print. So we are using the EFT to send our payments to the bank. We no longer print checks of persons, salaried employees, government.
Just send it direct to your
employees
account.
Directly to your account. We are getting a lot of our suppliers, our businesses in St. Vincent on board now. Previously, some of them were reluctant. They didn't want to give government their bank account, but they don't want to come in the treasury and line up either.
Right.
So now a lot of them are complying with us in giving us their banking information, and we send their payments directly to the bank.
Wonderful.
Yes.
All right. I think I'm going to stay there. I thank you so much for chatting with us.
You're welcome.
And I hope that everybody is fully on board. Hopefully your staff
Well,
is
we're
buying
ready.
in. You're
Yes,
ready.
we're ready. We're just
Okay.
waiting on the bank to come and conduct training so that we could be on board with the point of sale and then the e-commerce. We're ready and gearing for it because, I mean, we want to make sure that things are easier, not just for the customer, just for us also. I mean, there's just too much paper around. And storage is a problem.
Yeah.
And then, some of the invoices you get these days, after a month or two, you can't see anything on them. So that will eliminate a lot of that for us.
Make life a whole lot easier all around.
So we're trying our best to fit into the digital transformation at the Treasury.
Amen. You're ready. You'll get there. Thank you so much.